Soul Pizzas, Corey Vincent here, and you are listening to Video Game Bang, brought to you by nerdreactor.com. What are you reacting to? And what I'm reacting to is today's show because it is loaded. We have, of course, Aaron Carter, my co-host, and LaReesa joins us on a Wednesday show. And we have not one but two very special guest interviews. One is Esther. She's a local cosplayer, and she's gaining popularity in the industry. She's only been doing it for a year, and we're going to see what this cosplay thing's all about. We're going to also be talking to a voice actress named Nicki Rapp, who's done Walking Dead. She's done The Sims, and she's going to teach us how to speak Simlish. She's soon to be in Psychonauts 2. It's a loaded show, ladies and gentlemen. And stick around after the credits for an extendo interview with Esther. All that and oh, so much more on this week's Video Game Bang.
Welcome to another exciting episode of Video Game Bang. Video Game Bang. Your weekly source for all things video game. Featuring your fearless hosts, Corey Vincent.
I'm pretty much Microsoft and Marvel. The cans are on. It's when ish gets real. People get shot during the day?
And Aaron Carter.
Buy the armor, I equip it, and it's like pink thong. The guy that delivers vending machine items in my job, he can play it right.
Fill up your Mountain Dew and grab your Doritos. It's time for Video Game Bang.
What is up, my pizzas? Corey Vincent here, and this is Video Game Bang, brought to you by nerdreactor.com. What are you reacting to? Corsair Gaming, come sail away with us, and Ant Lion Audio, hear the roar.
You're right there.
I had a fly jump right through my throat. You guys
clearly
couldn't see it because it was a podcast. Aaron didn't see it because he wears glasses inside. You heard his voice. You know him. You love him. He is the California Kid.
What?
Has anybody ever called you that?
Not
Or
once.
the late night talk show host.
He's called the gangster with the golden
Oh,
voice.
No, not that.
No, he hasn't been called that either. He's called the senpai from Grant High.
I'll accept that. I'll
Yeah.
accept that.
How you doing, Aaron?
I'm good. I am really good.
What do you think about the show we have lined up for everyone today?
I think people are going to expect something different, and they're going to get something different.
They're going to get something very different.
Yes.
Because we have something borrowed.
The ratio is off.
Aaron.
Something blue.
Something blue. And LaReesa wearing a blue shirt.
Yes.
Yeah, but they can't see. It's a podcast.
Well, there's people watching
okay,
too.
well,
We have
I'll
a live
describe it.
audience.
It's a blue tank top
Okay,
with
we
a
don't
black
need all
tank
that.
top.
Describe it a little bit slower.
That's quite all right.
So that's the people you know already. So the boring people, Aaron's here, I'm here, Larissa's here. You guys know and have gotten used to us. But we have brand new guests here. One of them is a local cosplayer extraordinaire. Been doing this for about a year.
Wow.
And she just joined the show randomly. I sent a message. I was like, hey, we need someone. And she said, I will answer the beck and call of the Game Bang. And she came to the studio with her sister in tow. Welcome, everybody, Esther.
Hi, it's nice to meet you.
Yeah, you got to use your big boy. Your
Big boy voice?
Your big
Wow.
boy voice, Esther. There we go.
You're amazing.
Esther, thanks so much for joining us. How weird was it when you get a random message saying, hey, would you like to do a podcast?
That's why she brought her sister.
Yeah,
That's a failsafe.
she's my bodyguard.
And she's like, that's why I have this knife.
Oh, you weren't supposed to see that.
You were in one of Sir Aaron Carter's videos.
Yes.
That's how we formally met. I wasn't there. Aaron, what made you choose Esther when you were walking through that busy con floor?
Well, yeah.
Thousands of people, and you
Thousands.
looked at Esther and you said, she has
said,
it.
I have to propose to her.
Yes. Yes.
Said out of anybody, has to be her.
Even as we're going back through the videos, he's like, that's my future waifu.
And then all of a sudden, I mean, you can go back and watch the video. We asked her a few questions, just to get to know her a little bit better, and her likes and stuff like that. I didn't ask dislikes, did I?
I don't think so. No,
I
you
don't
only
think
asked
so.
what I like.
Yeah, well, that's all I mattered, right?
She was actually a no giver.
She
which
was
mad
a no.
respect right there.
Heartbreak.
I
Aaron
don't know.
went around the con floor and asked dozens of women to marry him. If you're wondering what
a
was
baker's
going on.
dozen.
A baker's dozen.
Yeah.
And she was one of the strong ones. And because she said no, gained my respect immediately.
Wow.
Oh, thank you.
And that's why she's here. But we love Esther. She's going to be here, and we're going to talk to her. But we have another very special guest, and this is someone I met at Walker Stalker San Diego. She is a voice actress and a very just polite person. In the lead up, She's so polite and so nice, and LaReesa's in love with her. She is a voice actress for games you may have played, like The Sims. Or
Whoa.
The Walking Dead. You don't have a catchphrase for that one, do you?
No, just, I can't. Can I say bad words?
Yes.
That's all
Yeah.
Lily said.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Kenny.
Wow.
I really wish someone in the room's name was Kenny right now.
Kennedy's here.
Kennedy is in chat.
Oh, there it is.
This is Nicki Rapp. Welcome to the show.
Hi, thank you for having me.
It's a pleasure to have you on. So, the voice of The Sims was one of the most iconic, like, crossover video games. Everybody's played The Sims. My mom was really into The Sims. How long were you with the series?
I had that job for 12 years. I finished up in Sims 1 because the boy who was playing the children, his voice was changing quicker than they expected. So I was recording Sims 2 and all these people were coming in and listening to me and then they asked me to mimic his Simlish. So I did that for Making Magic and Bustin' Out. And then I continued to be the only child in Sims 2. So if you had a child in Sims 2, it was always me. And that's sorry, but
That's really weird because
and then Sims 3, it was like they added Georgina Kidder, and she was the boy and I was the girl, and we had fun like playing off of each other.
Now,
awesome.
You've done other games too, correct?
I've done a ton of video games. I live in Oakland, and the Bay Area has tons of video game companies. Telltale's here, Double Fine is here, EA. I mean, everybody. Leapfrog, I do a ton of stuff at Leapfrog. I'm playing a frog there right now.
Okay. All right.
Now, you have a very distinct voice. Like, did you know from the beginning you're like, I have to be a voice actress? Or is this like, well, what happened? Did you get discovered like yelling at someone in a store? Or?
No, I mean, I actually I did a ton of community theater growing up, and then I went to drama school, and actually at drama school they told me that I probably would not work much as an actor because of my voice. But then the director of the school was like, hey, have you thought about voice acting? And I really hadn't, just because everybody used to make fun of my voice growing up. And, it's kind of that thing where I was embarrassed about it a little bit because I always sounded really young. And everyone's like, oh, you're so cute and that kind of stuff. And you don't want to hear that all the time. And so basically I moved back from Pasadena, and there's a voiceover school in Sausalito that's amazing called Voice Tracks that Samantha Paris started. I took a class there, and I was like, oh, my God. Oh, but the best part of this was when I was in drama school, I used to rush home from school so I could watch Animaniacs.
Ooh.
And when I would hear Dot, when I heard Tress MacNeille, I was like, oh, my God. Like, it actually, for some reason, she woke me up and made me think that's something I could do. So then I started classes, and I've been doing it for almost 20 years now, like 18 years.
That is amazing. And now look who gets the last laugh for those jokers making fun of you.
I know.
You have probably one of the funnest jobs in the whole world.
It is. And the cool thing about it is, like, every year my drama school is the American Academy of Dramatic Arts. They do like an informational night. And they do one in San Francisco, and I think for the past 3 years, they have asked me to come to speak to prospective students to tell them about my voice acting, which, it feels really good. It's like I got validation, and they respect me now. It's like it feels really good to have that, because I learned a lot there, and I just am using my acting in a different way, and I love it.
That is so cool. Now, one thing, back to the show.
Yes.
We have a Patreon, and what we do is once a month we like to show you guys some love. For being a patron, any amount, we run through your guys' names in a weird, funky style. What was one of your favorites, Aaron?
I like the traditional hello, the Zun or whatever.
So.
Whatever.
No, I'm talking about in the past. How we've done this a variety of different ways. We've done it to cheesy porn music. One time. We did it to heavy metal.
I don't think I've actually had a favorite.
I think you're going to be in for a treat.
That's why I've already started with what I wanted on this one.
So we have Nicki Rapp here. We have Esther. We're like, let's get a quick lesson in how to speak Simlish, since we have the queen of Simlish here right now. She'll teach us how to speak Simlish, and we will do our Patreon monthly shout-outs in Simlish. So what's the lesson? What do we got to know?
The deal with Simlish is that it is a language based on emotion. So when you're playing The Sims and your Sims are reacting to different things, you know, like, ooh, I'm taking this cake out of the oven and it's burnt. And so you take it, you're all, ooh, tube allergic. Sure. You know, there's different kinds of reactions. Or you're like going into the oven and you're like, ooh, manubali, haha. You know, so it's like so my thing.
So it's like having a cute stroke.
It is.
Is that what that is?
She's giving expression.
So you're just speaking.
It's a language of emotion. Yes. So basically that's what it is. I mean, there are certain words like sul and dag and vadish is thank you. There are certain words. Disgrobal is disgusting.
I've been cheating a little, Corey. I have a list of words in front of me.
You have a list of words because you don't have an original. I want to experience this as a
Okay.
Sim would.
Oh, wow.
So when I'm reading someone's name, I'm going to really put an emotion in my heart.
So was Pootie Tang considered Simlish? No.
That'll get cut in editing for sure. Because I probably said that at some point. Like, our sessions were so long, like they would be 6-7 hours, and you start losing your mind because you're like just, you know, making words up and you start saying really bad things. So, yeah.
Okay.
Now, Pootie Tang isn't bad, but, you know.
All right. Well, we're going to play some official shout-out music starting now.
Let me pull up my...
And we are going to start with the professional. I think we should have... It's only fair that since we have her on the show, you will be the one to start. Give us a good example.
Sul Perlorbadib Alexander Bags.
Okay, maybe having her go first was a bad idea because it's so amazing.
She just killed everybody else's. Yeah.
We're all going to be terrible
All right,
now.
I need an emotion. Let's see. What's an emotion? Give me one.
Anger.
We're not going to say their names in Simlish?
No, that doesn't make sense.
Yes, it does.
Jimmy Bop Boop Beebity Boop Goliath Prime.
You're just scatting now.
Oh, God.
That's right.
Skibbity bibbity bop 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 bow. Go ahead, Larissa.
Badish, Adam Ruiz.
Wow, you had it rhyme.
Damn.
See, now I can't even...
So you're on a list?
Yes.
Go ahead, Aaron.
Ooh, Shabu. Hello, monkey.
I love it. Esther, you're up. You have to get right into that microphone.
Right in there. Tough, isn't
my
it?
gosh.
She's like, oh my gosh, what do I say?
I'm not ready for this.
You can
I'm
do
sorry.
it. I believe in you.
I don't know what to say. I'm so sorry.
That's the thing. Just emotion. Take the words away. She doesn't need the words. Just emotions.
It's
Now,
just emotions.
emotions.
Okay. Susul gaming since gaming.
See, the good thing is you've got a few rounds to go, so you'll pick it up. Nikki?
Sul Perturbador Shibada Hannah Porter.
Oh God, we're awful.
Flurpy
No, you're
derp
not.
burp bop beep.
You're
Scatting.
You're still just scattered. Yeah.
Gimme poo poo chicka pow. Steven.
Sheesh. Anger.
Larissa.
Fredishay, Shah, Crystal Hunt.
That is Pootie Tang. I don't care what anybody says.
Go ahead, Aaron.
Fred Shea.
That means everything.
Who am I? Wait, hold on. I gotta see my next name. Okay, I got my next name. I got him. Nulbul Noel Beltran.
Nice. I like it. Esther, you're back up.
Okay. Zewaka Genova Christopher Ball.
Wow.
That was Elvish.
Yeah, that was Elvish.
That was Elvish.
Nikki?
Flubacorbatib Vadito Vadish Jennifer.
See, now you're just showing off.
I can't help it. I get all these words in my head and it just keeps coming out.
All right, here we go. Schlorp borp, gadeep boop boop, flabbity bop bop, beepity boop boo. Ceramic dragon.
Horrible.
It just turns into scatting.
Yeah, it just turns into scat
Every
all the
time. I'm really into scatting, Aaron.
That's terrible.
Go ahead, LaReesa.
Furby Nerves game set match.
Aww.
What did he do to you?
It says you have some nerve.
Oh, okay.
You know some Simlish. You're good.
Aaron?
Delco Webney. Ivy Doom Kitty.
Wow, you better hope she doesn't sue you for that. Right. Esther, you back up?
Blursh Meshaloop Blursh. Creepy Jerry.
Which translates to stay the hell away from me.
I have pepper spray.
Yeah.
Nikki, you're up.
Dag Polar Colorbidib Eric Yaki Akiyama.
The name was harder than the
Yeah, the
Simlish.
Simlish was flawless. I don't know. The name got missed. That's so great.
Akiyama. Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna start off speaking a word of Simlish that I know, and then try and let it not scat this time. All right, here we go. Sool, school bull, tattoo bull, rule, skibbity bop bop bow. Damn it, Adam C.
That's horrible.
LaReesa, save us.
Turkey Nurbler, Eddie?
Did you say
What's the name? I didn't.
Eddie.
Oh, let him.
Aaron?
Ribby Wibbs. David Webb.
Esther?
Niklowski ga gloop Daviding.
Nikki?
I don't have any more.
You're out? Is it just me?
I think it's just you.
All right, I'm going to do a very special one here. This one goes out to John Spartan Wynn. Flurpy derp derp. Snurpy turkey perk. Hergy flurgy flurg. John Spartan Wynn.
Worst Sims
Wow.
voice actor ever. You're fired.
I think I've ruined any chance I have. And if you want to know how you can get your name read on the show once per month in some stupid way like this, it's the least we can do to show our appreciation for those of you who shell out money every single month to help this show run. It really is the nicest thing I think you can do for us. I still don't believe that people do it. That's how amazing it is. Aaron, how does that make you feel? The patrons.
Warm and fuzzy inside. Just a little bit. Especially when we get a new one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We
I
have a
really
few
like
new
that.
ones.
No, we got a few new ones that just got...
Oh, wait. Should we read their names?
Has to check.
Let's
went
do it.
through.
Let's do it. Yeah, even if the check hasn't gone through, that's how much we love them. Let's do a special round. Aaron, you go one because you know the guy.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Off the dome. Here you go.
Who's...
Ready?
Yeah.
Oh. Flibby Jibby. Remy Ochoa.
You were speaking jive. That doesn't count.
He knows it, though.
And our last one,
I don't know who the new
Neepy Gappa Nerf with flag and jerpin.
one- Wow.
No flutter.
That's the name. No flutter.
Yeah. Actually, of all that, no flutter was the name. That would have been a good Simlish word.
Said no fly zone.
Damn. So patreon.com/videogamebang. If you want to join in on the fun, help support us. Some of the money is going to be going to me and Aaron getting a hotel room where we won't die at E3 this year.
Yeah. We will not.
I think that's a noble cause.
Yeah, we're not.
Oh, no!
Whattcha Playin?
How did I time that? Oh, I must be a wizard of podcasting awesomeness. If you guys hear that, that is, of course, the Whattcha Playin theme song. The bylaws of the gods of podcasting said that we cannot skip this segment. It has become a staple of this show, and all must participate. Basically, the rules are very simple. We talk about what we've been playing. So let's start with LaReesa.
I've been playing Pokken Tournament for the Wii U. Just came out like over a week ago.
Is it any good?
Okay, so you have 721 Pokemon, and you get to choose from 18 to fight with. That's disappointing to me.
Well, doesn't that just make sense?
What? It should have DLCs, you should have more unlockables, or at least tell you, hey, we're going to unlock this stuff, so don't be disappointed with what we're just going to give you
ever?
right now.
You just said, listen to yourself back. You said there should be DLCs.
Because there's 721 Pokemon, and you get 18.
I'm surprised Aaron has not jumped over this
I'm
table
upset.
and strangled you.
I'm upset. It's Pokemon, and I love it. The fight system and the mechanics, you can see their abilities and stuff. I like it.
Go ahead. Continue.
Other than that, it's a good game. The choice is very slim.
Aaron, your rebuttal.
It's not going to happen. It's still a video game company that wants to make tons of money. They know you want this. Like, specifically, they know LaReesa wants 700 plus Pokemon. So they'll dull them out in DLC over the course of the next 10 years. And you'll buy every single one of
Esther,
them.
Unless Pokemon Go is good.
Are you a Pokemon person?
I have played Pokemon. Not for a while though. It's been more than a year. So
And have you heard of Pokken Tournament? Like the fighting game version?
It's a fighting game, so it's like Tekken and Pokemon together.
oh, that's kind of cool.
Yeah, so you play as the Pokemon.
Like, what? That's
cool.
a thing?
Yeah.
It kind of sounds like almost like Super Smash Brothers, except where you can play Pikachu.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah, you can play Pikachu, Gardevoir, Gengar's in there.
oh, that's cool.
Yeah, and you can actually see their abilities. Like, he does have scary face, and you can tell the difference between them when they fight.
I might have to go check that out then.
Yeah.
Let's go to one of our guests. How about Nikki? Do you have a chance to even play video games with your super busy schedule?
Unfortunately I don't. I have a Wii, so I really like bowling.
Now, we talked a little pre-show, and you are a little sadistic when it comes to The Sims. Like the game that you are actually in, you're not a very good sim god.
No, I'm not, because I wanted to. I didn't, when I started doing the game, it was still new, and I didn't really understand it. And so when I played it, I would just do terrible things to my Sims because I wanted to hear myself have temper tantrums and freak out and, all that kind of stuff. So, like, the mom would be cooking and the kid would leave, come back, and the mom has burned down the kitchen and there's an urn in the middle of the floor. That produced a really good tantrum, And it was super therapeutic to be a grown-up woman and have temper tantrums like that,
That sounds like you're living the dream there. Like you ruin
the dream.
Digital families to hear your own voice.
Yeah, but it's like I have a hard enough time with taking care of myself. Like, I think The Sims, it's just a lot because I would feel so responsible,
Yeah.
Like, if I was taking it seriously, because it is, like, a real thing. Like, people love it, and I love meeting the people that are so into it because they're very passionate, and it's awesome.
Why do you think that is?
Dude, the Sims community is crazy.
Is it really?
Yeah, I'm a part of it.
Why is this? I want to hear from Nikki. Like, what are some experiences? What's the difference maybe between Sims fans and Walking Dead fans?
Well, the Sims fans are very excited. They have nerdgasms. Like, they freak out. And there are not that many of us that have been Sims, And so, and as far as I know, not many of us do conventions. Like William Sawyers, he plays Rigby on Regular Show.
Oh,
he
yeah.
was a Sim.
What?
Yeah, he was in Sims 3. I mean, Kari Payton, he plays on Teen Titans, he plays Cyborg.
Yeah.
Really? He
He's
was a Sim?
Yeah, I mean, it's Roger Jackson, who's Mojo Jojo, and he was Ghostface and all that kind of stuff. He was a Sim too. It's really cool because you don't know who was a Sim really, but not many of us do conventions. And when I do conventions, it's always really exciting because people are like, "Oh my gosh, you're a real Sim," and I'm like, "Oh, I guess," but it's fun, and I always love speaking Simlish with people. It's really fun to see people just go for it because it's a kind of a thing like for me where you just have to let your brain go. You can't think too much. You just have to do it. It's anyway, your question. Sorry, I got sidetracked. Sims fans are more like, really happy-go-lucky and just really excited. And it's like, the thing is, it's like, they're like, "Oh my gosh, you were my childhood." And I'm like, well, that's crazy, but it's probably true.
Yeah.
And the Walking Dead fans, first of all, I played a character that was probably one of the most hated characters.
What was that like for you to go from, because everyone loves Sims, and then, you go to a hated character?
Well, when I was recording it, I loved it because I'd never gotten to play a character like that. I had to bring my voice way down and be very serious. And, my normal stuff I got hired for was, The Sims or Lily in Psychonauts or just a lot of kids stuff, toys and furry animals, disgruntled teenagers. So, when I got it, I went in, I recorded it. When the game came out, people were okay with me until Well, I don't know I'm not gonna spoil anything, but everyone thought I was a bitch. Basically, at conventions, I have a banner with all my characters on it, and people see her face, and they don't even want to talk to me. It's interesting, but it's been cool, and I've gotten to the point where I'm like, I guess that means I did a good job, and yeah,
Most definitely.
Weird. Yeah, it's weird. It's a weird difference with all the characters I've played. Compared to Lily from The Walking Dead, she's very intense, and people just feel passionately about her. So it's cool. But it is a little weird sometimes, and sometimes people don't know how to separate the character from the actor. And that's what I've been experiencing a bit.
We will get into that a little bit more because that's a good talking point. But let's get to Esther, our other guest in studio, cosplay superstar. When you have a moment to not costume and turn your brain off, play some video games, what do you prefer right now?
Lately I've just been playing Minecraft, so.
Minecraft?
Yeah. Yeah, I like to build and design buildings, basically. I don't know.
There's a lot of different Minecraft players. Like, some people like to go in there and fight things. Some people like to build, like, mechanical things that do stuff. What do you like to do?
I like building. I'm no good at fighting. I die every time. And I like to raise the pets, like get horses, dogs, cats. I have like a whole farm of those now.
So you're a crazy cat lady in Sims.
Yes.
Or Minecraft.
Yes.
Wow.
Basically.
Sims on the brain. All right. How long have you been? Are you like on a server, or do you just play by yourself? How does this work?
I'm playing on my Xbox 360.
Very good.
Oh, why would you do that to yourself,
good.
Esther?
Very good.
I thought you were cool.
Yeah. She is. She just became that much more cooler.
See, you were like in a teeter-totter, like a tug of war between me and Aaron. See, you turned him down, which I was like, yeah, she's awesome. But now, oh, man.
Now I'm disappointing you.
You're disappointing me.
Well, I'm not trying to impress anybody, so.
Wow. In my own house. No, now respect earned.
Oh, thank you.
Gotta give it back. Aaron Carter, what have you been playing, sir?
I went back to The Division with David Webb.
Oh, okay. So you guys are chilling in the dark zone, in each other's dark zone.
Yes.
It's a giant man now. Like, I don't know. We got on there and we were playing for a couple hours on the stream the other day, and then I don't know, just like an epiphany just came across me, and I was like, yeah, this game is all right. It's nothing special. I'm sorry. I mean,
finally,
a lot of people really like it, and I understand it. It does have its fun, qualities, but
are you max level?
Yes, but
now
I'm not
what?
like. Well, yeah, exactly. Now what?
Now what?
Now it's just grinding for better gear. That's all it is. But
so you sit at the boss for like 2 hours waiting for him to respawn as you shoot him, and then eventually you go collect all his crap, and then you start over again.
Not quite the same like an MMO. That's what you're thinking.
No,
definitely.
that's what you do.
Well, I haven't done that. I've been doing nothing but Dark Zone stuff now, and trying to kill other people whenever they turn rogue. But I don't know. I'm looking for something new. I really want some suggestions out there. I was going to head to Twitter and see what the fans say, but I might play some weird stuff if they start.
What about Firewatch? Have you played Firewatch yet?
I have not.
I love how Nikki's shoehorning another song another game that she was a voice in. I know your tricks, Nikki.
Yeah, I gotta get it in there.
And I was surprised to see. Did you were one of the drunk girls, I think, and then you were also. Were you the main woman over the radio?
No, that's Sissy Jones.
Okay.
She was Katja in The Walking Dead amongst a million other characters. Yeah. She's awesome. No, I was a drunk girl.
I like it.
Skinny dipping and blasting fireworks off.
I like it.
I did. That was one of the few parts I got to see. I really want to play that game so bad.
It's beautiful.
Let's see what chat has been playing. It looks like Mr. Howard123 says he's playing South Park: The Stick of Truth.
Yes.
Did you like that one?
I loved it. I wish
Why
they
would you even ask that question to LaReesa?
Oh, that's
Did
true.
she like
She's
that
very
one?
The toilet humor.
Come on now.
Come on.
I had to review that one. I actually reviewed it quite high because as a game, it's very good.
Yes, it is.
The humor was pushing it.
Did you watch the TV show?
Yeah, of course. I hate the TV show.
Okay, you're just that person.
Humor to me
Wow,
is like
just that person.
Humor to me is like the good old Andy Griffith show. You guys remember that?
All right, so
Yeah,
Happy
exactly.
Days.
Exactly.
Who's the boss?
Corey's a PG, maybe 13.
Is anyone gonna ask me a question, Aaron?
Yeah, what you playing?
I don't know.
Thank you so much, LaReesa. You're so much better than Aaron.
Debatable.
You know, a few weeks back, I'd mentioned that I'm playing the Walking Dead mobile game, right? And remember, I said I joined this group, and they kicked me out.
Yeah.
I've been warring with this group. Like every time I come across one, I fight them, I beat them, and then I send them a hate message.
Oh, terrible.
Yeah, you could send messages. It's not like, I don't use derogatory terms or anything. It's more playful, but it's like, yeah, your group sucks. Tell them I'm hunting every single one of them. And every time I beat one, I send another message, this cryptic message, like, I'm coming back, baby. So now they're out for me. It's actually really scary that I'm into this game so much. I actually put money into it now.
Oh.
Why don't you just start your own?
Start my own what?
Like clan or whatever the groups are.
Well, I joined a good one.
Well, because eventually, if
Start a VGB
the
one.
flow happens, they'll kick you out, and then you'll be sending them more messages.
This has really been my my lot in life. I join a guild, I do good, and then they just boot me for no reason. Okay, maybe there's a reason. Maybe I do get a little mad, but still. Damn it. Let's talk about The Walking Dead.
Wow.
Nikki, are you a fan of the show?
Yeah.
That
I mean, on and off, I did not like the finale. I thought Negan was great, but I don't know. There was no payoff. And I was at the con all weekend, and everyone's all, oh my God, it's going to be crazy. And it just, I needed something to happen.
Yes.
It was just a lot of runaround. And then it was a big build up to we have to wait now.
So yeah, let me address so if you guys are not in the know,
you're gonna spoil it.
Listening to this podcast, yeah, we're gonna spoil it because there's nothing to spoil.
Okay.
Nothing happened in this episode that people didn't know was coming. Basically, what happened is we get this big finale. There's a big iconic moment in the comic books where a main character dies at the introduction of this badass character Negan. This whole season's been building to Negan's entrance. Negan finally makes his grand entrance, played by Jeffrey Dean Morgan?
Yeah.
And he kills the role. He's likable. He's hilarious. You like him more than you should like a villain.
Yeah.
And he comes to the moment, the big comic book scene where he does the eeny, meeny, miny, mo before he bashes someone's face in with his baseball bat. And they cut to a perspective point of view shot as Negan cracks the bat down. And it ends the season. Without showing who he killed.
What you thought they were going to show?
Of course.
Everybody thought they were going to show?
Everybody thought they were going to show it.
And that's why they did the other way.
A couple main characters were going to be out. Like a main one and then a secondary one. I don't know. I was disappointed. That sounds terrible to say, but I was.
Well,
have you read the comics?
I haven't.
Okay.
I haven't. And I should read the comics.
Give the comic books a try, because with the show, seriously, I'm dragging watching The Walking Dead, the actual show. I don't like it.
Wow.
Shots fired.
Yeah,
well deserved.
Maybe first season I was like, okay, I can see this, and they spun off from the comic book, which was fine. I'm okay with that too. But then it just gets to this point to where they're just nothing's happening, and aside from that, I'm like, who would do that in real life? Seriously, why? Just stuff like that, and that gets on my nerves. But with the comic books, it was different. You really dive into that world more, and it was a lot more enjoyable.
Well,
I'm gonna do it.
I've really liked the series so far, and this season was like a breath of fresh air. It's way better than, probably is up there with season 1. And then they just squandered it at the end, because what they did is, by not showing it, they put us on this giant ride and then left it. There's a difference between a good cliffhanger, in my opinion, and then a cheap cliffhanger.
Yeah.
A good cliffhanger is Star Wars, when Han Solo gets captured and put in the carbonite, and you're just like, oh, what happens to him? It wasn't blatant in your face. We know what happened, and now we get to see the resolution. In this one, they didn't even get to the big finale point.
No.
If Walking Dead fell off the face of the earth tomorrow, it would go down as one of the worst franchises in history now, because they didn't end a story. Each season should be able to stand alone on its own.
And Rick was being a baby ass. I was scared, but he was being a baby ass.
I love that word. I'm going to steal that from you. Aaron, you big baby ass. Being all smooth.
Smooth and moisturized. Damn
Wow.
it.
It's called lotion, people.
Smelling like
Regular old lotion.
smelling like baby powder, like a little angel.
Wow.
Esther, you look very confused and scared. Is this what? Do you know this is what you're getting yourself into?
I had no clue. I had no clue what I was getting myself into.
Esther, do you watch The Walking Dead?
I do, but I am actually very behind right now. So.
Wow. Like I said,
Thanks,
spoilers.
Corey.
Yeah,
There's no
exactly.
spoilers.
Exactly.
Esther's been around the community. She knows what's going to happen.
But what
no,
season
I
are you
don't,
on?
actually. The last. Oh, I don't know if I. Like, what if people are watching?
No, we've
can-
already
No.
spoiled 4
Okay.
seasons
We're good.
ahead.
Okay, well, I left off where it looks like Glenn's getting eaten. That is the last thing I saw.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's not that far.
How did you
Season
stop
5.
there?
I don't know.
That was like
That's
that was a
season
good
5.
cliffhanger.
I ended up leaving. I think it was at the time when I was moving to San Jose for a couple months, and I didn't watch it there because I was staying at my cousin's house. So, and then I thought I would come back and get back to it, but all my recordings were deleted. So,
Someone had to die.
yes.
It was replaced with a bunch of reruns of Dr. Phil. Mom.
Wow.
Aaron, you've hated on this show for a long time.
Since season 3. Yeah.
And you might actually be justified at this point. I really might be done with it because of how bad this cliffhanger was.
Well, what do you think will it take to save the show?
I don't
Because
know.
I don't think there's anything. The show died after.
I don't know.
Season 3. I'm gonna say season 3.
They pull pieces of some Last of Us storyline. Like,
No, it's too.
I'm
I don't
serious.
think you can save the show anymore.
I'm just
I think it's
like-
time to wrap it up and end it.
You know what kills it is because this was such a big
Everybody
moment
dies.
and so impactful on how they were going to kill the person and who it was going to be. And then now that they put everyone on ice, it pissed me off. So I really don't care who it is right now.
I don't even care either. I really don't. I'm just over it. I was so annoyed. I was really irritated. I'm like, wow. All weekend, everyone was building this up. I see the actors, walking around. Everyone's like, oh my God, you're going to need to wear diapers. And, and it was like, anyway. It sucked. I was mad.
It sucked. They lost a giant piece of the effect so that now whenever it comes back in October, it's just going to remind me of how mad I was this month. And they're on my shit list. I'm gonna say it. I said it, Aaron.
I think it's time to wrap the show up. It's gone how many seasons now?
How much further can they go? Like,
Exactly.
what else can they do with it? A couple seasons ago, I'm like, how are they going to go to 7 seasons or beyond? It's like the same story over and over again. So now everyone's like, oh, we're going to make out now. We're going to have romance. It's turning into a soap opera.
Yes.
It's
True,
dumb.
she makes very good points.
I said the exact same stuff.
But when she says
17 episodes ago.
Aaron, when she says it, it sounds like less that it's coming from a baby's ass.
Wow.
You know what?
And it sounds more like a human.
It's so plot twist. The group that are technically alive and not zombies, they're actually zombies, and all these zombies were actually alive people.
What?
They were just hallucinating and going crazy the whole time.
Wow.
What are you is that your prediction?
I mean,
they're
it's
do a
gonna
lost ending.
it's gonna fail either way. So just throw that in there. It's just alternate universe stuff.
Yeah, it's had its good run. It's time to wrap it up with whatever Negan's story is going to wrap up with, and let it be the end there.
In other news, I was supposed to go see a movie called Criminal yesterday with the Filmlosophers.
Is that the one with what's her name? Gal Gadot?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Me and Eddie got in, but the third Filmlosopher, Chad, got there too late, so he wasn't going to be able to get in, so we left. But we got there so early, and they didn't know what to do with us. They let us watch Batman versus Superman again. So we got another free showing of Batman v Superman.
Which you bootlegged.
Where's Webb?
I sit there to watch Batman v Superman, and the second time was even worse. I have to say, the second time was worse. Have you seen this yet, Esther?
Yes, I have.
What were your thoughts?
Uh-oh.
Don't try and impress me.
The entire group that I went with fell asleep.
Whoa.
Were you included in this?
I almost fell asleep a couple times, but I can't sleep with noises, and so as they were talking, I just had to stay awake because I don't know. I need absolute silence and absolute darkness to sleep. So
We're learning a lot about you. It's very scary.
It's like a parrot when you put the cover over the cage and they just fall asleep.
Yes, that would actually describe me perfectly.
Well, there it is. Boom.
So how big of the group did you go with? Were these all like cos family people?
Yeah. I went with, I think it was 9 people.
Oh, wow. Jeez, you're popular. 9 people. I can't even, there's not even 9 people in my phone.
Wow. I heard that it lost actually in the second weekend of its release or whatever. It lost like a good percentage.
80%.
That's
it went down.
A lot.
That is a lot.
That's a lot.
Oh my gosh.
Have you gotten to see this one, Nikki?
I haven't.
Oh, good.
Wait for it to come out.
Now.
If you really want to see it, wait for it to come out. It's not worth paying money for.
Wait for the
Redbox
the VHS to come out, and then you'll be fine.
I feel bad because there are DC nut swingers that are just all over this movie still.
Well, you got to think about this too, though. They have a plan. Well, they had a plan. DC had a plan for 2020 with a whole bunch of different movies that were supposed to come in the works. And if this doesn't, exceed their expectations, then what are they going to do with the rest of that stuff?
Did you hear about the millions of dollars worth of reshoots that they're doing for Suicide Squad?
Yes, to make it more funny.
So basically what had happened is Suicide Squad trailer came out with the Bohemian Rhapsody one, where gave everyone the good feelies. Everyone was like, oh, this actually has hope. There's some comedy in it. And then an insider came out saying every single joke in the movie was in that trailer.
That's horrible.
That's everything. But it was so successful, the trailer, that now they have to go back and do reshoots to add humor.
That's bad.
Is that bad?
Do
you think the reshoots will save it?
No, I think the reshoots are going to mess up something. Because I think they had probably a good storyline and plot laid out, but they went back and they're going to mess with it, and it's probably going to mess it up somewhere.
Knowing DC, they're going to be like, oh, you guys want some humor? Yeah, and Batman's going to slip on a potato.
A potato?
Yeah, a potato.
A potato. They're just going to throw a random potato in there. Not a banana peel.
Nope.
Just a potato. Okay.
Did I mention I'm a quarter Irish?
So they have that in the works. What other DCs? Wonder Woman, of course.
Wonder Woman, they're going to throw pies in her face. They're like, you guys want comedy? Zach Galifianakis is Wonder Woman's love interest.
That's horrible. They have the Flash, apparently, that's supposed to be now lumped in with Cyborg.
Oh, man.
I mean, I don't know. That's all rumors still, though. That's all still rumor. I'm not going to go out there and quote, Aaron, you said it. No, that's still rumor.
Nikki, there's the Marvel movies. Have you been keeping up on any of those at least?
You know what? I mean, it's terrible. I don't go to the movies that much because I just have an artsy movie theater on my street. I don't have a car. I'm like always in my closet. So I haven't really seen anything for a while. I've just seen like artsy foreign films. I'm not a good person.
Les Avengers.
Yeah.
Wow.
I did see Avengers.
Oh, okay.
Which I love them. Like I totally love them. I haven't even seen Star Wars yet.
I haven't seen Star Wars yet either.
I know what happens, and now I don't even want to see it. But I know it's good. I just was really upset when I heard. I was like, I can't.
I feel like everybody on my Instagram account has been taking car selfies. I just got my copy.
Oh, yeah, it's out now, right?
Yeah, it's off now on Blu-ray disc.
Oh, I might as well just go pick it up on Blu-ray then.
I should have seen it in the theater, though. That's kind of lame.
You prefer theater over home entertainment?
Well, it's like something like that, something epic and like everything's like pew 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 and all that stuff.
Hey, wait! Were you the official voice actress for the blasters in Star Wars 7?
You found me out.
Wow.
That was pretty damn good.
Yeah, but I mean, I just think there's certain movies that are like you should see in the theater.
Oh yeah.
And others, I'll just watch them at home.
Esther, you do cosplays.
Yes.
You've started off with Scarlet Witch, which was actually, I thought that was one of your more recent ones because it was so good.
Well, I mean, I guess it would be recent. It was only a year ago, so.
Oh yeah, she's just a baby in the cosplay world. So you did the Scarlet Witch. I've seen you've done a Supergirl.
Yes.
And you've done a Black Cat.
Yes.
But not like a standard Black Cat.
I found this version of Black Cat that somebody created on DeviantArt, so I really liked it, so I wanted to kind of go off of that version, but sort of make it my own just a little bit. So.
Did you show the artist?
Huh? I don't know who the artist is. I lost it. I lost the picture after I designed
So
it.
basically, you've committed a crime.
I hope not.
So it's a black cat. So I mean,
How long did it take you? How long does it usually take you?
Black Cat took me like 3 weeks to complete. So I don't know. I just sort of buy different things from different websites and put them together because I have no sewing skills.
Got
So
it.
those are my cosplays.
That would be my go-to also. My sewing is...
how do you pick your characters? Is it just like, oh, I like how that looks, I'm gonna go for it?
I usually like the look, and I like to know a little bit about the characters before I cosplay them too, because I don't want to go in clueless.
See, we hear that a lot. Because didn't Ivy say the same thing?
She did. Ivy says she has to be a real... She just says she doesn't have to know about it. She has to be a true fan of the character. She won't play any character she doesn't really connect with.
Do you have people come up and quiz you on it? Like, oh, Scarlet Witch, who's your brother?
Yeah, sometimes like that. I get that
fun.
sometimes, but I know basic answers, so if they ask basic questions, that's fine. But, like, I don't know, some fans, they know the heart and soul of the character, and I'm like, I'm not that like,
Not
I
that
can't.
into
They
it.
start coming up to you and treating you like
I
you're
have
her.
a life to live outside of this too, so.
And that's when the tomatoes come throwing at you.
no.
Yep.
Yeah.
I can see it happening.
Nikki, that brings up a thing like cosplay. Do you see people dressed up as your characters?
Oh my gosh. Actually, this past weekend at Denver Walker Stalker, there was a girl cosplaying as Lily from The Walking Dead, and and her friend was Carly. It was awesome, and I've never seen that before, and I had an orgasm over that. I was so excited to, it was really cool. I was in a game called Dawngate. I don't know if you guys knew that game or...
The MOBA, right?
Yeah, it was. It got the plug got pulled on it, but it was an amazing game. And I was at Big WoW in San Jose last year, I guess, and this girl was cosplaying as Moya, this character I played who was an otter with an electric eel that lit up and all. It was fantastic. But seeing the Lily cosplayer this weekend just made me so stoked. I mean, it's such an honor when you see that, and that's when you're doing this stuff, you don't understand how it's affecting people, and that's why I like going to the cons, because you meet people and they're like, oh my god, like that was, it's really cool. I love going to the cons. It's rad.
Me too. We love it. Next news story we have is PS4 Remote Play from your PC and Mac is officially out. So PC and Xbox have already had this going on. Basically, you can play your Xbox games on your computer as long as you're on the same network. Any value in that for you, Aaron? Because I know you have a PS4 now.
Not too much. I don't see too much because I kind of multitask whenever I am playing my PlayStation. I'll have like a window screen up watching a video because I have two monitors, I should say. And I'm playing PS4, but then I'm watching something on my computer at the same time.
Look at you, Mr. Talented.
No,
multiplayer.
Multiplayer people don't like that at all because I'm not focusing on the game.
Podcast people can't see the facial expressions. I
Yeah.
love how LaReesa gave it look like she's not really multitasking. I do like 8 times more. Wow.
Wow.
I can see.
No, I was that head nod was you're playing games on your PlayStation. For me, it's the opposite. I'm like watching anime on my PlayStation, and then on my monitors, I'm playing games.
Like a real life gamer.
Whatever.
I love that. See, we got these two console weirdos over here who play Minecraft on the Xbox, which is sacrilegious.
That's the
Honestly,
smart move. Yes,
it's like it goes against. If there was commandments, put it this way, in video game culture, thou shalt not play Minecraft on Xbox. You have sinned.
No,
Yeah.
you are fine. You're 100%
There's
fine.
so many mods and add-ons and downloads. Like the
Don't
way
listen to the
you can
crazies.
customize your character on the PC, like mine's a freaking kitty cat.
She literally just said she has a
Like-
life outside of all that other stuff. So she's playing the right version. There it is.
You know, and same thing with Sims. Sims came out, I believe, on the Xbox and the PlayStation.
The PlayStation, yeah, the busting out and the regular Sims, yeah.
And they didn't hold a candle.
Oh
to
my
the PC
god, the
version.
difference is insane. I can't
Well, that
even.
game kind of felt like it wasn't made for the console, though. When it came out on like the GameCube and the Xbox and all that type of stuff, that the Sims didn't fit.
Yeah.
You needed to click around.
It's
on
very
things.
cut short on
Minecraft,
the
on the
console.
other
You
hand,
get like
though.
a piece of what it is on the PC.
Minecraft was fine.
Minecraft is perfectly fine on
Yes,
Xbox.
exactly.
So, what are some other projects you got in the works, Nikki? Anything you're allowed to talk about?
The most exciting thing for me right now is Psychonauts 2. I did Psychonauts 10 years ago, and I had no idea, no one really played it at the beginning. Like, it was critically acclaimed, but nobody really played. But lately it's been getting more and more fans, and it was when I did Tales of Monkey Island that, people were like, because Tim Schafer did the original Monkey Island games, and people started connecting me with Psychonauts, and I was like, whoa, this is so cool. But they did a crowdfunding campaign on Fig last December, and it ended up getting $3.8 million, and it's happening, and I had to keep it a secret for like months. Even at conventions, everyone's like, is there gonna be a Psychonauts 2? And I'm like, I don't know, but I knew, and I'm just really excited. They're making a doll of my character with like my voice coming out of it. It's crazy. Like, I'm really excited. Yeah, and it's been very cool to be a part of Firewatch, because I'm just really stoked that that game has really gone over well, because Sean Vanneman and Jake Rodkin, I worked with them on Tales of Monkey Island. They basically created Morgan Le Fay, like my character, and they are amazing writers, and they wrote season 1 of The Walking Dead, and it's just really cool that they've broken off and done their own thing, and it's been super successful. But yeah, that's all I can really talk about right now, but, I got some cool stuff coming up.
She's like, I'm an enemy on Doom, the new Doom. After that.
I know that Psychonauts was on sale on Steam for I believe it was the winter sale. And I know a lot of people ended up picking it up then, and then I started hearing more people talk about,
it's a good one, yeah.
You played Psychonauts? I'm like, what? This
is
like forever ago.
Yeah, it's one of, it's Tim Schafer, so it's kind of one of those, not everybody knows about it, but he makes good stuff.
Yeah.
Like, he does. And I don't know, people need to play those a little more, but
I agree. Like, Broken Age was a beautiful game, too, that I got to be a part of, and he's so funny, and he's the coolest guy. Like, they're just in San Francisco, and, it's like, I just kept up with him all these years. I got to go to the Nordic Game Conference in Malmo, Sweden, and he was the keynote speaker. I was there with Dave Fenoy, and we did a panel, and Tim Schafer was there, and it was so crazy to, like, be there with Tim Schafer, and we were at a party, and I was about to leave because I was jet lagged, and he was just getting there. He's like, okay, you're my date. And he couldn't even walk like 2 centimeters without people like in his face. Like, he is a rock star. It's really cool. And he's just a rad guy. Anyway, he's my favorite.
We got some questions from chat. You guys want to do some Q&A for Esther and Nikki?
Sure.
All right, so the first one, Neri12371 wants to know your favorite video games. I think this is of all time. Esther?
Okay.
Got to get used to this. When you become the big famous cosplayer that we know you're going to end up being, you're going to be on panels, and you're going to get people that come up, and they're going to say, who's your favorite video game character?
What's your favorite anime?
What's your favorite color? Do you think the girl from SWAT Cat was hot?
Yeah.
DC or Marvel?
Yeah.
Oh gosh. Favorite video game. I don't know. I'm just sort of stuck on Minecraft right now. So.
Oh my gosh. One track mind Esther. That's what we're gonna call her.
That's totally fine. I'll accept it.
Nikki, favorite game of all time, and it can be one that you're in. No one will hate you.
I really love Tales of Monkey Island. I did play through that game. I loved the humor. It was really fun. But then also The Walking Dead was just very different from that. And that provokes a whole other kind of emotion, and stress level.
Yeah,
and
it does.
yeah, it's amazing. I think what I love about video games is that they really are... There's a lot of emotion behind them, and especially the ones I've done with Telltale. It's episodic. It's like you keep going and everything's connected, and I love that kind of stuff. It's like choose your own adventure books when you were a kid.
Goosebumps, yes.
Yeah, super cool like that.
Mr. Howard123 wants to know, Nikki, do you feel obligated to play through any game that you've been a part of?
I should. I go on YouTube and do the playthroughs. I like to watch other people do it, especially with The Walking Dead. It was really cool to see the emotions that people had at a certain scene, a certain RV scene. You know, I used to try, but I just don't have time. I feel bad about that, but I appreciate everything, and I like to watch other people do it. And so I do watch through it, you know.
Yeah, that's very cool. And at last refused to shrug. Doesn't have a question, just wants to say that he loves Psychonauts.
Oh, yeah! That's awesome. Oh, my God, let's make out!
Wow.
Oh, man. I'm going to assume that was Simlish for something else.
No, that was the Lily line from Psychonauts. That when I go to conventions, people always want me to say it. It's like one of my favorite lines.
That's awesome. PP Poker says, may I ask a question to the silky smooth, handsome mocha man on the top right that resembles a handsome Kenan Thompson?
Ooh.
Wow. Wow.
That was smooth.
He then proceeds to say that the girl with the red hair is absolutely gorgeous and that he'd poison his neighbors for a chance to have a cup of coffee with her.
So this guy sounds insane.
This is definitely insanity.
Yes.
This is normal.
Is this normal?
This is normal.
Chat, yeah.
This is normal chat. You guys usually aren't in chat like this.
Yeah,
but
this is
me
actually
and
the
me and
first
Webb
time-
read chat like this and
This
just
is
go.
the first time I actually get to read chat. And then, yeah, this is, all right.
His question is of the pop culture variety.
Okay.
That's what he says.
All right.
Question is, would you rather... Oh, my
Oh,
God.
Yeah.
God.
Yeah,
No.
I don't know if we're going to go there.
Said, now that I have your attention, here's what I really want to know.
Screw it. Let's ask it. Would you rather pork Barbara Walters or Rosie O'Donnell?
That's an easy one, though.
That's
an easy
a
one.
real question from a person that exists.
Yes. Somewhere out
In
in
the
the
world.
world. Yes.
Somewhere is a man sitting in front of his computer
Wondering this.
asking a video game podcast
Yeah.
if we would rather
Lunchbox
pork.
has it right, though.
Like, that's like from Porky's. Like, that's an 80... So this guy's clearly old.
Barbara Walters.
Yeah, you go,
Yeah,
Barbara.
me too.
You go,
Yeah.
Barbara.
Right?
Barbara Wawa?
Great.
Because she'll
Barbara
give you a great
Walters.
interview afterwards.
What was...
She's very
She'll make you
classy.
cry, though.
Yeah, she'll make you cry.
That's not a
That-
problem.
that-
Yeah.
I'm fine
Aaron's
with
like,
that.
I'm already crying after sex.
Yeah,
So,
that filter that she puts on you, that glowing filter. Yeah, that's
I
awesome.
refuse to answer the question because I'm a lady.
Okay.
There you go.
Disappointing.
The ladiest of ladies.
And Esther, do you want to answer that question? It's
She's
okay
like,
to say no.
I do.
I really don't want to answer that question.
Thank you. Thank you. See, respect has been had.
Thank you.
So you hear the music. That means the show's coming to a close. We have one last piece of business. This is our drawing for the prize for last month's Patreon. So you heard us do the shout-outs earlier in the show. At the very end, so you guys know it's not rigged, we wrote everyone's name down on a Post-it note. I crumpled it up, threw it into the box with witnesses. And I'm going to let
I
Esther
wasn't
pick
there.
because she is so sweet that there's no way.
Why'd you look so
She would ever
shocked about that?
That she would ever cheat
She said, I'm gonna
a
let Esther
ceramic
pick,
dragon
and
in
then
the
her eyes
room.
just like, what?
Me?
I get that?
Well, I would have Nikki do it, but she's like a million miles away in Oakland.
That's not a million miles. I mean, traffic, but
All right, so I'm going to shake it up. Esther, the beacon of honesty
The beacon of honesty.
and humbleness, is going to pull the name of the winner.
If I can find the paper.
Uh-oh.
All right, here we go.
Can I read it?
Yeah.
You
Yep.
read it out loud.
All
Show
right.
everyone so they know it's not a fake.
Uh-oh.
Here we go.
Okay. So I read it first, then show, or show, then read?
the
we
wiener
will allow
is-
you the liberties to choose.
All
Let's
right.
try it out, Steve Harvey.
The winner is GSG.
Game
Wow.
Really?
Gaming.
Wow. Gaming since gaming.
rigged. I'm just kidding. I'm just
won.
kidding.
Wow.
He gets a VGB t-shirt. I think he already has one too, but now he gets two in his
Yeah,
collection.
there it is.
Congratulations.
And something else.
Congratulations. You can thank Esther.
Excuse me.
I want to know. And he's actually in chat. So do you have a speech, gaming?
He's like,
I'd like to
he said
thank-
rigged.
He said rigged, and it's
said rigged,
he's
yeah.
the one who won.
Wow.
Super rigged.
You bastard. Nikki, is there anything you'd like to promote on the way out?
Just, keep playing The Sims, keep playing Walking Dead. And when Psychonauts 2 comes out, you want to play it. It's awesome. And play Firewatch if you have it, because it's absolutely gorgeous.
So, Nikki, please tell us about all the conventions you're going to be at so all these lovely fans could come see you.
Oh, yeah. So I'm going to be at, next month, I'm going to be at Amazing Hawaii Con. And then it's in May. I can't remember the dates right now. So Amazing Hawaii Con. Then I'm going to be at Chicago Walker Stalker. And then after that, I'm going to be at Phoenix Comic Con. I'll be at Denver Comic Con. And I'll also be at Hawaii Con in September. They're having a big Star Trek reunion thing.
Wow.
Yeah.
You are all over the map.
It'll be all over the map, and hopefully there'll be some more. I'm hoping to go to Vancouver. And I'm also going to be at Heroes and Villains in San Jose in August, and then San Francisco Comic Con in September.
You're making me sick with jealousy.
Or traveling.
Yeah,
I want to be a Sims voice.
Well, there
I
you
want
go.
to jump on the bandwagon.
Very good. Esther, where can people see your cosplays?
You can find me on Instagram at Viseriously is how you say it. It is VISERYSLY.
Vi Seriously. And
Vi
I will post
Seriously.
links into the chat and the description of this podcast episode. I want to thank everyone for being here. I want to thank LaReesa for nerdgasming, I think was the word, all over our guest. I want to thank Aaron for...
It was calm on the show.
It definitely probably was withheld, yes.
I want to thank Aaron for just doing what he always does. I want to thank Esther for trusting we weren't going to, mug her. Showing up to the VGB studios and doing an amazing job. And Nikki, of course, we got to thank Nikki. We got to thank
Heather.
We got to thank Heather.
Yes.
Thank you,
been
Heather.
waiting patiently outside. She could come in after the show and interact with chat and stuff like that. That'll be fun. If you guys aren't here on live shows, you got to get there. Twitch.tv/videogame_bang. Come here, hang out, ask questions to our guests. It's a very fun time. And patreon.com/videogamebang helps support the show. There's needs we have. We need to get hotels where we don't die. We have lighting fixture needs. Aaron is building a full auxiliary studio so we can have a more interesting set. A lot of good stuff in the works for VGB, and a very big announcement coming in the next month that you guys are not going to want to miss. For Aaron Carter, LaReesa, Esther, and Nicki Rapp, my name is Corey Vincent, and you've just been banged.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Susul.
A for effort.
Show's back on, guys.
Show's back on. She announced it. We're back. This is overtime, a little bit after the buzzer.
You should let it go 5 minutes of just blank and see who sticks around
Like
to hear that.
Like a hidden track.
Yeah.
This is the hidden track. Actually, I think because we use lip sync, we can do bonus content. So we can make this bonus.
Oh, interesting.
So this is our interview because I feel bad. We had Nicki Rapp, who was amazing, but we had Esther come all the way from Lodi, which I had no idea you lived out in the boondocks of Lodi.
I got family out there, too.
We're super quiet in the
I know.
podcast.
So if you hear that
So
voice
quiet.
too, that is your sister,
Right here.
younger sister. She drove you out here. She's hung around like a champ.
Did you say younger, though? That's
10 months.
yeah, 10
10
months.
months.
10
10
months.
months younger. I think it's called Irish twins. I think that's what it's called.
Is that what
Is
you
that-
call
is
it?
that a thing?
I think so. I think
That's
it's
not
called
when you guys
Irish-
kiss
if it's
each other,
under,
is it?
If you're if you're not exactly twins, but you're still under a year apart. So I think that's Irish
Somebody
twins.
Google that.
Already on it.
You're already on it. I'm hoping I'm right on this. It's gonna be really
Watch-
awkward if
watch
I'm
you just
wrong.
nod.
Irish twins.
So we were talking
I'm sorry,
about
which
cosplays, and you do some really good cosplay. You do Scarlet Witch, you said, and you said you had some weirdos.
Yes. Yeah, I had several guys ask me out especially when I was dressed up as Supergirl. Okay, so there's a really funny story. I'm sorry.
And she's gonna tell you.
Momentarily.
This better be friggin' good now, because my hopes are high.
Okay, so we ran out of parking spots at the convention parking, so we had to park away from the convention. And so then after the convention, We had to walk all the way to that car, and we were walking through this really weird neighborhood, and like so many people kept yelling out their car at me, and they were like, Superman, or I had one lady go, hola chica, mwah. And I was like, and then somebody else
What
yelled
con
at
was
me.
that? Because I don't remember my mom being there.
Wow.
That was
That's what she says to me every time I walk into the door.
that was actually at WonderCon,
you
so
Yeah, she calls me Chica. She's not even Mexican. That's what makes it even weirder. What were we talking about before that, Aaron? The shot where you two, you guys were going to get together in a video.
What?
Aaron did the video where he's asking girls out.
Asking them to marry me.
Asking them to marry him. There's a big difference.
There's
Is
a
there?
huge
Yeah,
difference.
there's a huge difference.
She was wise and said no, but she said, you got to take me out on a date first. And then you just exited screen left.
He's just like,
He's just like, oh, date, no.
I was there for a purpose, right?
to find a waifu.
To find a wife, yeah.
But she said, take me out on a date first. That's like, bam.
That's not saying I do, right?
You're all or
I'm
nothing.
saying I maybe.
At that time, I was all or nothing, yes. That's what it was about, right?
And so what I wanted to do on your birthday, I don't know if I've told you this yet.
You did not tell me this.
On your last birthday, I try and do something special. One time I got you Anthony Birch.
Yeah, uh-huh.
And this time I was going to have a contest, like a blind date, where I was going to find 3 cosplayers, single, and have them do like not blind date, but what's the one where there's a man and then a curtain and then like 3 girls and they ask questions?
Like the
dating game?
I don't even want to see. Yeah, ICP made a song in that.
I see.
Insane
my
Clown
God,
Posse.
no. Good Lord. Whatever. Okay.
We were gonna.
That was what it. I think that was what the song was called.
Was it?
The dating game?
Now that I think about it, I've been trying to figure this out for weeks.
And Esther was one of the ones who I almost had on the hook. I had a few, but I could not seal the deal and get them there because I when I say last minute, it was like very last minute. Like I was trying the day of.
That's very interesting.
But Esther had to work. I had a few other ones that I think would have been really fun, but it didn't come through.
Oh, well, maybe next year, I guess, right?
Maybe next year.
Yeah. We can only hope, right?
LaReesa,
What?
why no cosplay for you?
Money.
Money?
It's not that
Exactly.
expensive,
It
right?
costs money and time.
You have to just be creative around
Both
it.
of which you have plenty of.
No.
You're a stay-at-home.
Don't. No, I'm not.
You're not?
You guys swear like all they do is sit around at home and do nothing. Like, my grandma's sick. I take care of her. I do work. I get called in all the time. I have 2 kids. Kimmy has field trips. We do things. I do stuff with the kids all the time.
Can't you just talk to like some mice in your house
Cooking
and
and
Some
cleaning
mice in
and-
her house?
Yes, because
Okay.
I'm Snow White and
Mice is Cinderella.
oh, I'm not a Disney fan. Good call. Yes, that is that. Yes, that.
Esther, you said you're going to be working on a Gretel?
yes, I'm working on Gretel from Hansel and Gretel Witch Hunters.
Why not a co-op cosplay thing? Like somebody's going to be Hansel?
Oh, somebody is going to be Hansel.
Ah.
Oh. Could we say who, or is this like under wraps?
It's Mini Boba Fett, actually.
Oh.
Oh,
That
It's
man
gonna be
gets
a lot of
around.
that man.
That little man gets around. I'm
His
seeing him
birthdays
in
last
every
6 months, first of all.
He does have like gigantic birthday, or at least on Instagram.
Whenever he has a birthday party, I swear you not, every day is like a different person who's like a friend of ours who's like, happy birthday, Boba Fett, you're the best dude in the whole world. And I believe him. You know, he's probably the best, but his birthdays last for months at a time.
Mm-hmm.
And he's got a million friends.
Yes.
He does. He
Yes.
has a lot
He has a
of.
very big family.
And
Very
you're into this Illuminati of cos fam.
Yes, I am part of the Khan family. I'm one of his big sisters, so
There it is.
Yeah.
She's
The
going
more
to
you
be
know.
the Hansel to his Gretel.
yes.
When do you guys debate? When do you guys date?
Hansel too.
When do you guys
is
date?
Gretel.
I watched a little bit of
Yeah,
Sci-Fi.
that's
No,
right.
that's
They can reverse cosplay. Jeez.
When are you guys going to debut this one?
Yeah, but she said she's
I know.
I honestly don't
I had
know.
to save face.
We were planning on debuting it at WonderCon, but neither of us could get it finished in time. I still need to get a wig and a crossbow. Other than that, I have everything else. So
I love cosplay community. Man, I just really need a wig and a crossbow.
Yeah, 2 things. Yeah.
The only people in the world who have that thing on there, besides like a redneck. I just need my
Wig and crossbow?
wig and my crossbow.
Wow.
And I'm going to get me a coon.
What?
wow.
Wow.
What?
I think the coon is for the wig.
Yeah.
We just, well, having fun throwing that coon word around, huh?
Raccoon.
Yeah, that's usually how it's pronounced.
Oh my gosh.
That's
I
how
grew
they
up in
say it.
I grew up in Rio Linda.
called me rodent.
I went coon hunting all the time.
Why do you think they say it that way on South Park? LaReesa, are you really that?
Yeah, no, I.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Racist. You guys suck.
Are they saying that in chat?
Be our king one person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Neri says a Vampirella costume, which that's a good point. Like some cosplay, is there a limit to how like raunchy it should get? Like at a convention, it's a family thing, right? Or are you like do whatever you want?
I feel like you can do whatever you want. I feel like cosplay how you want, cosplay who you want. It's your choice. Like, I have no preference. It's for fun. And as long as you don't wear that out in public sometimes.
Yeah, the Vampirella ones.
But
yeah.
the convention is public, right? And there's
That's true.
What about
There-
Mini Boba Fett? What if he sees a nip slip? What happens?
He has.
Oh,
He's in the life. He
he's
knows.
listening to this like, yeah, I've seen quite a few in my day.
I've seen some
I'm
things.
sure he has.
He's probably seen more than me.
He,
I'm gonna say
he's
yes, he
around
has
a lot.
seen more than me.
Yeah, the Vampirella cosplayers. I've seen like a ramp up in them.
And then there's the Fifth
Like,
Element cosplayers. It's just a bunch of.
A bunch of straps around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've seen some pretty good
I wouldn't
ones.
wear something that was
and
scary, but if
I've seen some scary ones, and I've seen some really good ones. A lot of people do a really good job with the cosplay, so I'm good with it. It's fine. But when it
Yeah,
comes to like
that's-
it being like sort of
Yeah, she was at whoever this one was. I can't remember what con she was at, but I was just like, that's not even cosplay anymore. You're just.
you're just kind of showing off.
Yeah.
Yeah. In my.
She's just
you
naked, basically.
Basically.
Let me see.
But she was in.
naked.
Let me see.
Oh,
She was at a
Vampirella,
convention. She was at. I can't remember what convention because I saw her in multiple videos. Actually, I guess everybody.
Yeah. There was a
there.
Vampirella in our most recent video too.
Yeah.
And that was her tame costume.
yeah.
The
No, but
next
it was
day-
good though. I liked it.
The next day she did another one where literally it was just like pasties. I don't even know the character.
It wasn't a character. That's why.
That was just her street clothes.
At that
That's what
point,
she
it's
wears to
like,
work.
If you can't
Oh.
usually tell, if the fans of whatever you're cosplaying as can't really tell what you are right away, then it's not really a good cosplay at that point. It's
They
just
probably could
kinda-
tell. But, oh, she's a stripper. I can tell. That's what she is.
Yeah, I don't know what my opinion is honestly because I'm cool with it because
Because you're a man.
I'm an
right?
adult grown man, but I'm not showing up there with children again. So I don't know, Aaron.
You can wear whatever you want, yeah, but I mean, yeah, I'd probably keep the kid away from it. You know, and it's a tough one because it's just, you don't want to. And don't cons usually regulate this stuff because then they kick out Jessica Negri for wearing something really revealing one time.
Stories like that pop out. I think Luna Laney got kicked out of MomoCon.
And I mean, Jessica Negri is the big one, right?
Yeah.
So if they kick her out for wearing something revealing, then
Who are like your cosplay? Like who do you look up to in the cosplay community?
Maid of Might for sure. She's so cool. Like, she has a great personality. She's so friendly and she's very creative with her cosplays. Like, I love her Rapunzel Fett a lot.
Oh yeah, that's a really good one.
That one's really cool. It looks really good. And then all of her different versions of Princess Leia.
Yep.
So,
And have you gotten to meet her?
yeah, she's one of my friends. So.
Oh.
So, yeah.
Sorry.
She's
dang.
also one of Minnie Boba Fett's big sisters, so there's
Oh
that
my
too.
gosh, this man. I want big sisters.
she looks familiar.
How do I do this? How do I claim an empire like Mini Boba Fett? Is there a starter kit?
You have to be
Adorable.
less than 20 years old.
Okay.
Well, there you
You
go.
have to be adorable.
So once he hits 20, he's done.
everyone
Is that what you're
write him
saying?
off.
Oh, I hope
No.
not.
No, you
I
have
don't
to,
think
because
so.
once you obtain them, they usually it's harder for them to leave. You know, it's like you are trapped in my spell circle of adorableness.
I'm not entirely sure what you're talking about anymore.
All right. Well, I think we're going to put this thing to bed, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you to everyone who stuck around in the chat room afterwards to hang out with us. Thank you to Nicki. That was really cool. Thank you to Esther and Heather for driving Esther all over the place and being a champ.
Dang, yeah. Especially in traffic time.
In traffic time.
Yeah. Yeah.
One last time, if you want to see and hang out and be nice and interact with Esther, you can go to, I can never say it right, Vicariously?
Vicariously.
So vicariously.
Like, it's a play on one of the dragon's names from Game of Thrones, Viserion. So I did a play on that name as Vicariously. It actually wasn't me who came up with it, though. So I
It
just
was Mini
mentioned.
Boba Fett.
It was
No,
Mini
it wasn't
Boba
Mini Boba
Fett.
Fett. It was my friend Alvin. So,
All right.
yeah. He came up with it. I just told him that.
You're so
that
nice. You
dragon.
could have totally took credit. No one would have ever known, but you had to just mention your friend Alvin.
No, I never want to take credit for something that I didn't do.
No, you got a lot to learn. I'm just kidding. You're doing all the right things.
SackanyCon Saturday.
Oh, thank you so much, LaReesa. If you guys want to hang out with VGB, Macy Rose, and another cosplayer who... Have we announced it yet?
I thought we did. Oh, no. I don't know.
we didn't.
Yeah, we didn't. Okay.
Well, let's do it now. Sheik Chan. She's from Fresno. Poor thing. And she's going to be getting a vacation from Central California up here in North California at the convention. So you can come take pictures with us, them, buy prints, get entered to win some amazing stuff from our sponsor, Antlion Audio. LaReesa is even going to be bringing some prizes to give away, from what I hear.
Maybe. I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah, she's not quite sure herself.
Like, yeah, sure.
Okay.
So we will see you guys there.
Prizes like toys and things.
Oh my gosh. That's what you get with
bring
LaReesa.
a little mini stuffed bear that's like this big and be like, here's the prize, you're welcome.
Yeah. I gave out little tiny trophies for the second video that we did.
Yep.
So are you guys going to be
Second
at
video
Fanime
ever?
at all? Because that's going to be my next convention.
When's Fanime?
It is May 27th to the 30th.
Where at?
Let me see if it's in my
San
calendar.
Jose.
Oh, man. I hope
It's where Heroes and Villains was.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So the same place
Same
that
place.
that this last one too, Silicon
Yeah.
Valley. I don't know. Well, if you guys want to see Esther, you can go to Fanime Convention. Thank you guys for listening to this bonus episode of VGB. If you like it, subscribe on iTunes, Stitcher, Audio Boom. Give us a rate, 5 stars, of course, with a nice little comment. That helps us out. And, of course, Patreon.com. For Cory, Aaron, LaReesa, Nicki Rapp, Esther, and Heather, you've just been banged again.